Today we're going to make a phone mount for a tripod. Let's build that. I started out by ripping a 1/4 inch sheet of plywood into an 1.5 inch strip. I then used my crosscut sled to cut out several different pieces. First I cut the base at 2 inches. Then I cut the back piece at 3, the top piece at 3.5, and 2 1.5 inch squares. These are all the pieces you'll need to assemble your mount. On the 2 inch block, I marked 3/4 inch in from the end and 3/4 inch in from the sides to mark the center point. I then took a spade bit and I drilled this out so that my 1/4 T-nut would just fit flush below the surface. I did the same mark on my 3.5 inch piece, 3/4 in from each side and 3/4 in from the top, and then I drilled out the center of both these pieces so that the T-nuts could be hammered in flush with the top surface of the plywood. I then put my 2 inch on my 3.5 inch, marked a line, and then marked the 1/2 inch center. This will be the hinge point, so I'm just going to pre-drill 2 holes in the top, and I'll countersink these, and these are where the hinge screws will go. You'll see this in more detail when I'm done. And now the pieces are ready for assembly. So I'm going to just put some glue on the 2 1.5 inch squares and create a T out of this. This will be the thread support. Then I'm going to take the 3 inch section and the 2 inch section to create an L. This 3 inch section is the height of my phone, so if you have a different phone, make sure you measure that 3 inch section. Now I'm just going to take this T section and I'm going to nail it on flush with the bottom, making sure that the top of the T is facing up, not the T-nut. That T-nut will be where the tripod mounts. And now I'm just pre-drilling the holes for the hinge, and we're just going to put this 3.5 inch piece with the 2 screws on with the T-nut facing down, and make sure the T-nut is over your pressure point. The screws I used weren't long enough, so I just added another 1.5 by 1.5 square, and now you can thread your screw or bolt, whatever you have for this 1/4 threads in, and this will create your clamp. I had this extra piece of rubber lying around, so I'm just going to cut 2 1.5 inch sections of this rubber, and using some super glue I'm just going to glue it on and clamp it down, and this will help keep my phone protected while I'm using it in this tripod mount. And there's the finished product. The 1/4 threads on the bottom are the standard for most tripods, so the shoe on your tripod should thread into your 1/4 T-nut. Once you thread that in, you can just attach it to whatever tripod your shoe fits. Now you can just slip your phone in and spin your screw knob to tighten down the phone. You got yourself a nice steady shot, and you can use your tripod with your phone. I know they make these and you can buy them, but my camera's been doing this weird zoom, so lately I've been using my phone because it's the only camera I have left. Now that this one's doing some funky zoom thing, you'll see that really bad in an upcoming video, so I opted to stop using the camera, and I just made this with stuff I had lying around. So hope you like the project. I hope it helps you out. If you need to make a tripod mount for your phone, this is a great way to do it. So thanks for stopping by, thanks for watching, If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up. If you want, you can share it with your friends. And if you want to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe to the channel, UNI DIY. Try and post new videos every Wednesday. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next project.